Hey everyone, how you doing? I just wanted to show you this axe. I just kind of threw it into the mixture of axes that I've been trying to complete. This isn't my axe; it was my father-in-law's axe, and he needed a new handle put on it, and I said that I would do it. So his handle was in really rough shape. It had a great big curve in the handle and everything, and the bit was all chewed up. It was in rough shape, but he said that it was his trapper's axe, and he used it the whole time he was trapping back when he used to do it. So I took a look at it and I thought, I'll fix it up. I don't mind doing something like that for somebody, especially if it's something as sentimental as that, So I took it, and I know he has a grandson, so I figured, maybe eventually the axe would belong to his grandson. So I had really no problems doing it, and that's kind of the whole reason why I like to restore things, is to give them a whole nother life again, bring them back. And anyways, it's not necessarily about the axe that I want to show you, it's the sheath concept, because you got to understand my father-in-law. He's he's a great guy. But he's very, very hard on equipment. There's, it might get left outside the odd time, or winter, or it just maybe a little rough on some of his stuff. So I wanted to finish the axe as best I could, but then with every axe, you want to put a sheath on it. And that's kind of where the dilemma began, is I didn't really want to give him a leather sheath for his axe. For one, it really wouldn't last from the abuse that it would be given. So I had to come up with something else, and I would like to think that I invented it. I don't know though. I haven't really looked on the internet. I'm sure it has to be done probably somewhere if I look hard enough. But anyways, I'm just going to show it to you. So this is the axe. It ended up having a 26 and 3/4, I think, handle put on it, and it was a little thick in here. So I really took a lot of material out of it and gave it that nice thin profile. I like it. I think it feels great in the hand. I did something a little different this time. I burned the whole axe with a torch, and then I sanded it all down again, and it just left where the grain kind of just pops up. And I thought, just because it's his old axe, I kind of wanted to give it that old look again, especially if it is going to be, something passed on to his grandson or something like that. So I'll go back to the sheath after. Just a quick look. The bit was all chewed up and everything, so it took a while, but I've got it nice convex edge on there. And I would have to say, I don't think this axe has ever been this sharp before in its life, so it's definitely got a nice grind to it now, and nice convex edge anyways. And it mounted, I hung the head, decently. There was a few issues I had with it, because this was an old handle that I had found somewhere and bought it, but it went all right. I soaked it in the boiled linseed oil pretty much every day, 3-4 times a day. As soon as I saw the handle would dry, I put it on again, and it just wanted more and more and more. But I kept at it for a few days in a row, just soaking it until it just wouldn't want it. Just didn't take any more. So I'm gonna give the axe back to him. Anyways, this is the sheath concept. It's aluminum, and I've got a leather welt in here. You can kind of see that. This I used, the leather welt, I used horse tack. The bridle reins and stuff from horses. I got a whole bunch of it that wasn't being used. It was being thrown out, actually. So I got a whole bunch of it. So anyways, it tapers the thickness of the axe kind of thing, and then goes up, wraps around, just like, it's kind of just like you would make a leather sheath. you know, except I just made it out of aluminum. And put the same leather snaps in, you know. I epoxied the leather to the aluminum and everything, and making it, I took it after it was all together. I took it back to the belt sander and then just smoothed it all up again. But I like this, you know. I'm just really happy the way this turned out. It's kind of, because of him and his way with certain things, it's kind of, I've inspired myself to make one of these for myself, you know. Because honestly, without him, I probably never would have done this. I've always would have just used leather and that's it. But being the man that he is and likes to use his stuff, and you know, he's got no problems throwing a tool, literally throwing the tool in the back of the pickup truck. So, you know, and there's lots of guys out there that do that. So I think this one will hold up to a little bit more abuse. You know, if you accidentally leave it out in the rain, it's not a big deal. I don't think it would hold the water too much or anything, but I just think it would be a little more durable. You know, if you're a real working man kind of thing, and you use your tools every day, you toss them around in your truck, they roll around in the truck in the bed or whatever. I don't know, I think this is a good sheath option. And you know, take a look at it and either do the same thing or come up with one on your own, and then send me the video or send me a picture of it, because I'd love to see whatever else you guys, if anybody else comes out with something like this, you know, love to see it. That's all it is, holds right on there, pretty snug, and that's it. So anyways, a little just quick video, something. I have more axes coming up in other videos and stuff like that, you know. I know it's kind of becoming a thing, but I like doing it. So anyways, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.